Ooh, well, welcome. We're back once again for this week. It's another week. It's also Easter week. Come to think of it, Easter week. It's a short week as well. Friday's gonna be Good Friday, followed by Easter Monday the following week. So it's like if you get 4 day holiday, which is nice for some people. I'm looking forward to it, but obviously my workflow has increased because of that, because obviously that extra day not being there, so been busy. Yeah, it's been a busy day, but I realized that this evening is stream night as well, so yeah, here I am. I'm fortunately not streaming on Picato, which is a shame because there's something wrong with their services, so it's not streaming to that, so I'm stuck with Twitch and YouTube, which is fine. So I'm going to be hanging out on here, working on that commission piece that I was working on before, if I can find it, and then yeah, just continue on that, just refine it some more and have it ready to showcase to the client. And if they're happy with it, I'll blow it up and really start working on it properly. Here we go. So that's the old one. Open it again. That should bring up the new file. This is the new. I think this is the new file. I believe. Let me just double check. Oh no, there's a third one. Hang on. That's the one. That's the one. So I'll close it down here. Bring on there. There we go. Now, before I begin, I'm always gonna, as I always begin, I'll post out to the various channels that I'm streaming. Oh, I'm getting a lot of frame loss as well. Wow, 60. What is going on? I'm getting a lot of frame loss along with this as well. Am I getting a lot of frame loss? What's going on here? That shouldn't happen. Let me see. Wait a second. That seems to be okay. Let me know in chat if the quality's gone down, but it seems I'm in the red here. 64.3% frames, lost in total, but why isn't it red? My connection's going up and down, but it seems to be stabilizing. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Okay, right. What I'll do is let me just make some announcements and then we'll begin. Okay, here we go. Everyone. Just quickly do this here. Oh. Streamings. Streamings. There we go. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure why I'm losing a lot of bandwidth for uploading when I have really good upload. Oh no, it's going to green. Nope, it keeps bouncing between red and orange now. It was green a minute ago, but then it went down again. Typical. Right, so since I'm only streaming on 2 services, I can't do Picato, so that'll be. There we go. Yeah, my connection's really weak. It seems. What is going on? Shouldn't be this awful. Well, oh, let me check Steam. Actually, Steam's okay. I want to close Steam down just to be sure, and also close down Epic and all that cobblers. Give me a second, guys. What is going on here? Let's close that as well. It's very spooky. Stream labels. Let's open that as well. It's very bizarre stuff going on here. Normally it's never this bad. Normally I get green connection once I've started, but this time round it's getting all funny. It's getting all funny. Yeah, like Well, the number of frames is going down now slightly, but still, it's still unstable. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Right, let me just post these two links. There we go. SFX streaming. There we go. Done. Okay. Lovely. Right, and one more post somewhere. Yeah, one more link I need to share. One more link I need to share. Let's leave this last, so I'll do it here quickly. There we go. Let's just change that to another image instead, because that image I've used that image way too much. There we go. Yeah, I like to add a bit of variety onto my uploads to various channels. Obviously, using the same image again and again can get a bit boring. Yeah. Okay. Let's begin and carry on with our thumbnail piece here. I was talking to. I've got Galen on my voice room. He's working on something right now, and yeah, I was on a chat with him, and he's pretty much right. I've been working on this piece for almost 2 sessions now. It's time to get this kind of on a level where it's nearly done. So yeah, let's begin. Okay, let's begin. Oh, let me turn on your mic as well, because I can't have me talking to the ghost. You'll be really quiet. You'll be really quiet. There you go. Be like a silent. Hello, Samurai Noodles. How are you, sir? You just woke up from a nap. Oh wow, that one hell of a nap. What did you have a little dream? Any dream from that nap, or was it just like a food nap? Pleasant food nap. Trying to avoid. Yeah, that's an interesting dream. I think I told Galen this, right? So I had a dream. This was on, when was it? This was on a Monday, right? Monday morning I woke up, and I think I told Galen about this. I had a dream where my hands were held like in a VR controller way. I was squeezing my trigger finger like that. I was in a dream. I was dreaming that I was in a VR headset doing stuff, and yeah, that was weird. That was a weird session. I woke up and I was like, why's my hand like held like this? I was holding my hand like this, like a trigger, trying to like do VR stuff in my dream. That was weird. But you can't control your dreams. You can't control what you're thinking about. You know, it just happens. These things just happen, don't they? You can't just tell your brain, look, I want to dream about this, please, thank you. So normally my dreaming sessions tend to be really vague and hard to explain, or you just close your eyes and then you wake up again and it's morning, as if nothing happens. I think the weirdest dreams I've ever had, spookiest ones, is when you see the shadow people. When you see shadow people, you're going to be careful. It's like Phasmophobia all over again. Phasmophobia, part 2, part 1, or some form of recurring horror of these dark entities just standing there doing nothing, just standing there minding their own business, and except that you notice them there. You try to call them out. Someone that doesn't belong there. I think we had this discussion before, Samurai, didn't we? We had like a discussion like that, similar of that nature, of strange dreams we all have, and how it affects us, or what could be the cause of it. What could be the cause of those dreams? Very scary, scary dreams. Saturation. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I'm not streaming on Picato. Someone's to blame. So I'm trying to find a good reason to blame someone. But like I don't want to blame Picato. I'm sure they're trying their best to keep a stable system running and everything. Things can always go wrong. Let me see. It's all well on there. Good, good. Woo. I'll sit properly in my chair. I'm still leaning forward. I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, better. It's much better. Don't want to do your back in. Actually, I need to once this draft is kind of done, I need to have a chat with the customer about the cost and all that, the costings and stuff. I tend to leave that last. Get some volume. Hang on one second. Is it YouTube? I think YouTube's playing now. It's not Twitch, is it? Oh, it's not Twitch. Oh, it's... No, it can't be that either. No. Keeping I can hear myself on the stream like an echo, but I think it's the jazz music has that kind of haunting sound. Just on that weight. Where's that dumbbell layout? Oh, dumbbells, there you go. So, what I need to do is bring this up. There you go, just above Just under the character, yeah. Mask this out. Oh. There we go. Need to get that reference window back up again. My PureRef window. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. Just gonna have to paint some of these lines there just to soften them up, and then I think should be ready to show off to the customer, and then discuss the pricing and all that, and then maybe tomorrow I can then start working on this properly. I can probably then have some time to go back to that Digimon and finish the Digimon off on this session as well. That'd be pretty radical. Radical. Gives orange tongues on this. Pretty cool. Let's see what colours I can use. Oh yeah, actually bright yellow could work. What colour is this? Or green could work. Maybe orange. I think the orange. Yeah, we got. Just trying to match her shoes. Sorry, her ears with the. see how much of a sock. I made a mistake of making my coffee a bit watery. Poured too much water. Water tea coffee is not good. Some more intensity values in here. There we go. I'll push that trainer. A bit more. Heel. These trainers are. There we go. It's better. Same here as well. Just a bit more heel. It's kind of a bit of shadow here, just to goes inwards, goes upwards, maybe rim like that. Let's make it flatten up anyway. There we go. Cool. Let's look at his weights as well. Dumbbells. That was part of that as well. Group that up. Well. Let's see where. I need to try and find out where I've done all these intricate parts. It's there. It's there. That's the other wheel. That's the front one. That's the one. Okay. Find a bit more, and then I'll say it's ready to move on to other things. Oh, whoops! I forgot to move my windows around a bit. There we go. Make sure the YouTube chat is also linked up to my OBS so I can see that. There we go. Yeah, water coffee. It's like gives you a light amount of caffeine boost. Oh, that weird sound I was hearing is actually Sneaky Gallon's breathing sounds. Oh. I was wondering, like, that, the sounds you're making, that your mic was making. I thought that was like an echo from a stream on record. Like that, normally I have the streams playing, but I don't have the volumes on. So I was just checking all my tabs. Like, which tab is it? What tab's like running this? What is that? No, that's fine. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. No, that's normal. That's fine. It's just it keeps me on the edge to know that everything's going right. Otherwise, there've been times where I've like had like in the background, like I've had like Twitch running, like the Twitch previews running, and the volume's on like 2%, but you can still hear it faintly. And yeah, if for the entire session, if that gets through the entire session, then obviously you hear this like very faint echo, like myself. It's fine. If it's coming through you, that's okay. It's not like it's not my echo. It's like whatever sound, your working sound, yeah. Yeah, diluted coffee, man, not good. I don't know how that happened. I think when I was rushing, I just poured like almost like 3 cups of water into like a 1 shot coffee. I wasn't paying attention. Savage. Oh man, I was looking just looking at the latest photo I put on Discord of a selfie I took with someone. Makes me wanna load up VR chat again, Galen. That's bad, isn't it? It's not good. VR addiction, man. VR addiction. That's weird. Seems to be streaming to Periscope. I thought that was gone. I thought that service is dead. So weird. Okay, right. Let's try and turn that background up a bit more as well. Where's the background for app? What's the weights? I need the background. There it is. Is that the background? That is the background. Okay, so curves. Curves. Okay, let's mess around with this. This has a bit more red in there. Oh, that's not good. I can just bring more red again. Yeah. Yeah, it looks nicer. See how it looks without the bit more vibrance there. I'd start adding some of that value colors, sorry, back into this character, so it makes it look makes it belong to this world rather than just a bit of rim light there just to enhance it a bit. So 50%. Oh, there we go. That's better. Funny thought just run through my head right now. I terrified someone on Phasmophobia today. Scared the hell out of them. It was funny. When you in Phasmophobia, when you die, you can you become a ghost. You can pick up items and stuff, and you use that to scare my fellow teammate. It was their first time playing the game, so I flung a rabbit plushie in his face, and he flinched. Whoa, whoa. Tempted to play some of that this evening. I think it'd be nice to play some more Phasmo. I was pondering about VR chats, but I think VR chat can wait for maybe tomorrow. I don't know. So one of those sort of things, you know. What to do? What to do? So there's some values there. Just add a bit more. I actually want to saturate that a bit more, just add a bit more warmth to a bit of exaggeration in the shadows there, because it's a bit more warmth the value there. We go. Trying to don't make it too dark, but like maybe brighten up with these lighter values. Maybe that balances out the darker stuff. It's not a bit too dark, you know. It becomes a bit too boring, you know. Maybe a bit more. There we go. Let's see. Oh, got 2 notifications and that. Oh, there you go. Ping, ping. In fact, I should probably upload that picture. The one that Gellon took off Haru in the minigun. Forgot how cool that shot was. May just have to add this in, upload this. Oh, come on. Oh, blast, pressed. Let's do that again. Okay. Quick access. Oh, hang on. Here we go. There we go. I've used the shotgun one instead this time. The shotgun one is still badass. There we go. So adorable. And there we go. It's easy to get carried away with little side things like that. Gotta get the work done. Okay, that's that. So where's the dark? Because the inner plate. Ellipse, yeah. There it is. Okay. Nice. Should be 100%. Good. Keep checking my brush to make sure it's at 100 and not lower. There we go. Underneath could be. I guess making this in 3D would have saved a bit of time. I think making these like little intricate things, but I guess painting it has that kind of artistic feel, I guess, versus rather, what's it called? Very 3D static feel. Because having that painterly feel can add a sense of beauty to, I guess, isn't it? Because it's painted rather than a 3D model that's just been painted over to make it look ridiculously real. And then you kind of get put into this position where you're trying to balance everything out, where you've got like a realistic model here painted away, painted over, and then you have a painted figure to go along with it. You try and bring it to the same level as that, or one or the other. I'll have to get some reference on these dumbbell pieces. I'm just kind of just winging this at the moment. Is that in a ring there? Yeah, everything's running slow on this machine. I'm not sure if it's because of the streaming or can't be that. I have to do a router reboot when I'm done streaming. I think I plan to do like a short session for now, maybe do 2 hours. Well, it's gone 11 here, so I'll have to consider reducing today's session and then make up for tomorrow by doing a slightly longer session, maybe an extra hour squeezed in. Start earlier, get Picato and all that sorted as well. Figure out what's going on with them. What is going on. Figure out why the service has been down. I don't think I should have done that layer. Let's bring up the other one. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So when I paint this out properly, I think I may get some proper circular ellipse tools and really refine these edges a bit. Right now I'm just smashing them in with strokes and whatnot. Just to get everything in rather than worrying about nitty gritty things, considering this is still a thumbnail piece, and want to try and get it to a respectable level that it's showcaseable. It's like, here it is, this is how it looks, this is the idea of it, this is what the picture's trying to say. Because there will be changes, they may be changes, which is fine, and changes can be made to this still. Saves doing them then during this time rather than during the painting stage, because the painting stage is more or less the final stage. It's pretty much everything's laid out. You just got to put it all together, like really properly put it together. None of that wishy-washy stuff. Just polish it up a bit more. A little bit more polish, so to speak, because even though the the thumbnail stage is like pretty much a finished picture, you can spend a bit more time just refining, just refining things here and there, just to bring it to life a bit more, and things like that can really energize the picture. Because right now, this could be considered a finished piece. Some people may say, "Oh, this is it. It's finished," but I see a lot of things that can be worked on. But I guess from an impressionist painter point of view, this could be a finished piece. It could be a finished piece, but to me, it's like I'm always like fighting this battle of is it really finished? Is it really finished? There's still a lot more you can do. There's still a lot more you can add to intensify the picture, make it better. So yeah. Gonna constantly make that happen. In fact, actually, I should just done that instead. There we go. So that top us up a bit there. It's coming shining down there. It's got this. I mean, the client said that they don't fuss about the background being too detailed, because that's not which is, I agree. The background is just can be kept abstract enough to tell you where they are, and I believe what I've done here can emphasize that this character is in a gym, a workout gym, working out, doing their stuff. I forgot. I've just been thinking about, because it's Easter. That means Easter time means you're gonna have some chocolate. Easter eggs and stuff. We have to like make a trip to get some of that. There's not Thornton's. Thornton's is gone, sadly. What is it? Lindt. The Lindt rabbits, one with the little bells on them. They are amazing. If you ever tried Lindt chocolate, I highly recommend it. It's pretty tasty. I mean, a lot of people do prefer, Cadbury's and stuff like that, but Lindt do have a taste which is like beautiful. Mind you, I've not had Cadbury's chocolate in a while either, so yeah, it's just another thing to probably gorge on at some point. Gorge on chocolate. Yum 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 yum. Okay. So that all there. That's the foreground. That's not what needed. Just windows. Oh, I'm yawning. Say the coffee hasn't worked because the diluted coffee has not really done anything other than it's like drinking. I feel like drinking decaf. Lindt chocolate is good. Chili pepper dark chocolate. Oh, that sounds good. All right, that sounds delicious, Samurai. Chili pepper dark chocolate. That is incredibly tasty. I'll be honest. I think I've tried dark. I think it was dark chocolate. I wasn't sure. It was chili chocolate. I've tried that. It's pretty nice. I don't know if it was dark chocolate though. I think dark chili chocolate sounds a lot better than milk chocolate. I'll have to remember what it was, what I had, but it was tasty. It was red chili chocolate. This is way back. And I also like chocolate orange chocolate. There's something about that. If you put it in the fridge, just let it harden. It's a tasty chocolate to have with a cup of coffee, warm coffee, hot coffee. It's a good balance. I like those sort of things. Also, dark chocolate with bacon and honey or honeycomb. Oh no! Wow, that is you're taking it to You're taking this a whole new level there. Dark chocolate with bacon. Oh, I can see that working because the saltiness of the bacon and the dark chocolate, which has that kind of not salt but bitter sweet. Oh man, yeah. The honeycomb would work as well. Honey and bacon. They kind of go hand in hand, don't they? Coffee. See, if I had proper coffee, I wouldn't be yawning as much. But the coffee has not worked. As you can see, I'm just all over the place. I'm a wreck. We need some. We should have some. I should have gone to make some proper coffee, but I don't know what I was thinking. I was talking to my mum when I was making the coffee as well, and I think I might have just carried on pouring whilst like nodding away, and not paying attention to how much I was unloading into the AeroPress before it's too late. At the same time, I was just thinking about, damn, I got to get ready to stream. Time's running out. Because I was waiting for, like I said, Restream to fix itself with Picato. It didn't happen. Sometimes, if you wait for a few minutes, it tends to fix itself. But I guess this time round, it didn't happen. It did not happen whatsoever. So, yeah. Oh well. Can't have it all. You cannot have it all. It's got highlights, but I'm not going to waste too much time on the highlights because the highlights I want to try and do near the end of these pieces, because otherwise it gets a bit too just keeping it lo-fi. I think this picture's kind of ready for showcasing. I think to the client. I mean, what I'll do is I'll probably just show it to them. I'll have to discuss it outside the stream though, because you don't want me just sitting here waiting for me talking away, typing away and stuff. So it'd be good to just me do that, send it over this evening. Probably it's gone 11 now, so they're probably going to be sleeping. So I'm going to send it tomorrow to them, and then have a chat with them online whilst I discuss with them the pricing and everything, any changes they want on it. They have been seeing the progress of this, so they're pretty much happy with it. But I want to make sure that they are 100% happy for me to go along and to really start working on the final version of this particular piece. And then see, my process tends to be really relatively more laid back than churning out pieces. That's the Zod experience of working with me. It's laid back. You get your point heard. You tell me what you want, and we work together. I've been working. We've been working with this customer in terms of what they want. So we share ideas. And then before I execute it, I say, look, let me go away and make some ideas. And so before this piece, there was a few ideas I did. The sketches, I'm sure you guys may have seen it on my previous streams when I started this off. I did a few poses. So you get to see the progression of how we got to this stage. So there's a lot of things that happen. And it's tricky to make something out off the bat straight away. I mean, if you're paying small change to get a piece like this, if you're paying small change to get artwork done, then you expect that the equal amount of work to be done. But this particular piece, I'm charging proper amounts, so I'm taking my time at the same time, making sure that I deliver something that's good for I'm happy with as well. So it's quality. The quality control for me is I'm really strict about myself about when I do these things. Like, if it's not good enough to ship out, then just keep working on it until it's right. I'm sure most people won't agree with me on that, but I'm trying to do my best to not get caught up in that void of spending too long on a piece, because obviously this has almost been like 2 weeks now, but this only time I work on this commission is when I'm streaming, because I want to show my progress to you guys and to Twitch, for anyone on YouTube, on how it's been made. and I think the best of all is when you have people that are, the people I work with, or people that work who want to invest in me to make their art. They are pretty laid back in terms of waiting. They don't want to see what I can do, and I think that kind of relationship is good because you can produce something really good for them, and it's not rushed, and they get their points heard as well. Cause customers are right. They're entitled to what they what sort of piece. They want an art piece made from you, so you don't want to rush something out and then realize that they'll realize that, hang on, wait a minute, this looks a bit rushed and you haven't really put your heart into it. So I like to think that I've put my everything into these pieces. So yeah, it's nice. But at the same time, I'm trying not to undersell myself, if that makes sense. I like to spend too long on it. That's like, was this worth it? Is this really worth doing this for this or whatever? But I like to think that the amount I'm doing this for is pretty respectable, and yeah. At the same time, I should be getting faster at doing this, but I'm trying to bridge that gap between how long I take to do study pieces versus this. But I think study pieces are different because study pieces are based off. There's not as much complexity as this. This has got a lot of things going on, and that's important. That's one of the things that makes it tricky to finish things quicker. But at the same time, the stuff I've learnt, the process and everything, it all comes through into this as well. I'm applying those same pieces, same ideas, same ideals. So I do my studies. Yeah. It's a very tricky thing to answer, but the process is always. Some people work faster than others, but it depends on the quality you're trying to achieve with it. If you're rushing it out, then the quality could be affected. Could be drastically affected. Then you end up with a terrible picture. And you show it to the customer. Some customers are pretty observant. They'll say, "Well, hang on, wait a minute. This looks a bit rushed to me. I'd like to know another. What happens to that style of work you've done here? Things like that." So was conscious about those things. That's why I'm gonna try and make sure I get the quality I produce here is almost the same as the quality I produce on all my pieces. And it's very important. It's very important to share these thoughts, these mental thoughts about how I'm thinking when I'm doing these commissions. Because you want to make sure that you got a good relations with the people you work with, right? You want to, if you do a good job with someone you're working with, they'll call you back again for more work, right? Or they'll pay you a bit extra, or whatever. But they'll definitely will consider you to other people. If you do a shoddy job, if you do a rush job, and it's not to the standards of what they're expecting or what they've thought they'd be getting, then two things can happen. Obviously, one, they may say to you, "Hey, this doesn't look like what I've paid for, or what I was expecting." Or two, they will just say, "Thanks for the last job. Thanks for the picture and everything. Here's the money. You get paid for it," and then they won't come back. They won't come back, and because they know that they didn't get a good experience with you. Obviously, you probably think, but the question you probably be thinking is, well, hang on, wait a minute. If they're not, if what they get is, if what they get was not what they're expecting, why commission in the first place? Surely they know what they get themselves into, and that is true. No, that's true. People are paying to get work from you, the artist. But I guess some artists don't. Maybe some artists out there don't really much care about what they're producing. Once you reach that level, you just anything you spit out, it doesn't matter if it's good or not. You're happy to charge whatever it is, but you've got to keep people. I live on the ethics of keeping people happy, making sure they're happy with what they get. If they're not happy with it, then it's good to work with them. It's good to work with them and find out why they're not happy with certain people. If I made something that they're not happy with, how can we make it so that they're satisfied with what they're paying for, you know? But obviously at the same time, not overstepping the bounds of my abilities. So try not to. If they're trying to squeeze more work out of me, then no, that's not what I mean. But I do mean things like if something is not right or visually right on their eye on something I've done, then it's a good way to you know, rectify that. Work with them. If something isn't right, maybe they don't like the window, maybe they don't like the door, maybe they don't like this weight ring, and we'll look at that. So we'll say, okay, well, if it's not right, that's fine. We'll research and find something which is more to their liking, and then correct it, which is fine. You know, I think that's important. Listening to what they want, listening to what the customer wants, working with them on a solution is good practice, because not only, you know, you'll gain their respect, and hopefully if things go well, you know, they may recommend you to other people. Say, look, hey, I've worked with this artist before. It can be a bit tricky, or they can be a bit of a you know, a bit of a cowboy when it comes to creating different things. You know, that you want, you know, when I say I wanted like a tree, they make a tree with a house in front of it, which is not what we wanted, but like it's good, because when I tell them what I really want, they understand, and then they'll go back and fix it, which is great, you know, things like that, rather than, oh yeah, well they made a house, yeah, I asked for a tree, and then they made a tree with a house in front of it and charged me for it, and that was it. Didn't want to make a change or anything. Asked for the change, they said they couldn't make any changes. So yeah, but I think those sort of situations can also be related to your workflow as well. I mean, this is why I do thumbnails. They're not really finalized pieces. There's, like I said, they're more or less a draft of what the idea is, and it can, once it's blown up, then it's a case of refining. But I think one thing I like about it is I can just go crazy on it, blotch it all in, and see how it looks. So as you can see, I've not really done much to it. I'm playing around with the weights here, trying to get them refined somewhat. So when it comes to painting it, shouldn't be much of a problem. But I think I may still need to get these circles in a circular way. Or maybe I might change their shape or something. I might make them into like a polygon shaped hexagon or something. But clearly these will require some form of reference when I do them. Yeah. So let's leave that as it is. Let's look at these weight apparatus, and then it's done. I've been streaming for an hour. 1 hour 6 minutes have passed. I'm going to stream for another 125. I'm going to stream for another 45 minutes, just because obviously it's a bit late. I want to try and recuperate the lost time, because obviously I started late, and obviously it's weekday. But yeah, I want to try and do as much as I can here, and then get this done, and then send it over to the customer. So tomorrow I want to, I should probably start a new picture for tomorrow, but we'll see what happens with this commission piece, because if it's signed off, then I can continue this piece and start blowing up and really start working on it. But if it still needs a few days or whatever, that's fine. I can work on something else, because it's been nice to work on some more personal fun stuff. I think for the stream, it's great to do personal fun stuff, because it's obviously it's a weekday. If you work, when you've been working most almost like for the past 8 hours doing financial illustrations and stuff like that. The last thing you'll do is more financial illustration stuff or com stuff. So I think doing stuff for myself kind of calms the mood a bit. You know, calms the nerves. It's like, yep, it's busy. It's been a busy day, and let's relax by doing some fun stuff. And I think fun paintings are the best because you can relax and not have to worry about anything. But also at the same time, it challenges as well. It's challenging because you're challenging yourself to do newer things. So yeah, definitely want to finish that Digimon character, and then maybe, try out something else. Maybe another Digimon character of some sort. I'm not sure. Not sure what. Unless people have suggestions. I mean, Renamon was an idea, but I think Renamon's been overly done. I might do another Gulmon, a female one. Maybe safer word, female, in a bikini or something. I don't know. So who knows? These ideas just keep coming and going in terms of what to make. You know, so it's never finalized. It's never there. It's always one or the other. So to see it on the day when the day happens. I think this is going to be blurred out. I think this general apparatus here, the weight thing here, I don't think it even needs to be that too detailed because it's not really the interest of the piece. But even though it's there, I'm going to try and do my best to bring it in. But this outline is fairly strong, so I might have to try and knock it back when I paint it. In fact, I'll probably try to knock it back here again. There we go. Just going to bring that away because even though it's coming from this window thing, I don't really want it to be too in your face kind of thing. This area here is going to brighten up a bit. And the reason for that is because the light's coming down from the hip. We want to try and can't see it. We try and have the light come down on her, so there is some kind of form of we go like that sort of lighting that comes down here. Excuse me. Actually, that can stay a bit dark because it's further away. It's okay. There we go. Sweet. Maybe bump out a bit more. Wait a bit more. There we go. A bit grey. There we go. So I might knock that back again. We'll see. Might even desaturate it. It's not really. Don't want it to be too empowering. Yeah, there you go. Just knock it back. There we go. So the character, what I may do eventually is start bumping the saturation on the character a bit more, just so she stands out. But there's still a lot going on here. But what I just may do at the end when I do render it out is I can probably desaturate the entire background just a little bit more, just to pop the foreground of the character, just bring the character out a bit more. Bring a filter in there, hue and saturation filter. Yeah. Yes, it's tricky to do it now, but I may just wait until it's kind of ready to do. But I think this is kind of on par with what I want it to go, where I want it to go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. One thing I do want to fix, I wasn't sure about this, is the face, because the mouth. I was on about changing that. I kind of just wanted to give us an impression that she's lifting the weight and breathing. Breathing is important when you do weights, If you don't breathe, you could faint. You can faint if you don't breathe as you pull the weights up. So there we go. That's the one there. There we go. So maybe I actually had it there. I had it right there. I might just make a new layer for this and just what's the there we go. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Oh. So maybe the mouth should be open. Oh. Yeah, so when I actually render this out properly, I'm going to really refine the face a bit more as well. Try and give it a bit more personality. Right now, obviously, because it's a thumbnail, it's really tricky to make these little adjustments. She looks a bit crazy there. Well, let's get back to that. There we go. She looks a bit crazy there, like ooh. But yeah. I'll make sure I try and get at least refine these areas. So yeah, as you can see, this whole area will be furred out, but I can't do that given the size of the little picture, little thing. Cool. Right. So let's just fix the blouse, the vest. What do I say blouse for? It's not a blouse. It's a blouse. Le blouse. Let's put that on top of there. There we go. So just gonna. Can we? Oh, we can't work on that. Okay, fine. Just paint on top of it. Can we paint on top of it? No, we can't. It's further up then. I think it's that layer there. Is that layer there? Oh, it is that layer. Yep. Oh, no. Hang on. Well, what have I done? What have I done? If I do this, there we go. Just going to bring this layer up slowly until that overlaps everything. Oh, there we go. That's the layer there. Okay. That's the one. That's the one. A bit more cross between yellow there, just a little bit yellow, a bit of a warm there, just to. That's what I like to pick values from the environment and apply them to the texture of this vest. And I've got a feeling that Under Armour stuff is pretty shiny, so it's probably going to be bound. This is probably have some sort of light gloss. Light gloss of some sort, yeah, we go like that. But it's also going to be reflective. Might be reflective, it might have a bit of reflective under the vest there. Just a little reflection, maybe a little reflection. There we go. Yeah. Just darken up a bit. Obviously, I've exaggerated the reflection there just a tad bit, but that's okay. It's a vest. It's a vest. Under Armour vest. There we go. Just knocking it back a bit. Knocking that back. Boom. Cool. Right. I think let's show this piece to the customer. I think this is a good point. Good foundation to start the rendering from. I think. Let me just see what's going on here. Mm. Oh, watery coffee. Yeah, yeah. Right. Let me send this over. Let's cut this over. Cut this over. And plop it to them. Got my moustachey thingy bob going on here. Moustache here. My beard. Wow, yeah, my internet is slow. Something is very wrong here. Like sending a 6.75 kilobyte file, which is nothing, it's less than a meg. It's a struggle. I'll send that. Oh, we go. Right. Yikes. One second. One second, guys. Just gotta talk about something staff-related stuff from my local community thing. I'm kind of staff, so I have to do the little admin sort of thing. Get back to you. Have a chat. I can't spell chat. Okay, just letting the customer know that if there's any changes they need to be made, that can be made on this piece. There's still a draft. Still messing around with it. It's all good. It's all good. That's what counts. Great. I've forgotten the collar. The character does have a collar. I think I took it out. I was working on it, so I'm gonna bring it back in. I'll make a new layer for that. Let me check the reference. I had it. Actually, I did have it on here. Did I have it on here? No, I don't. Oh, I thought I did. I don't. All right. Let's check. Trying to find where it's gone now. Where's my cloud stuff? Here it is. Okay. Artwork. Commissions. Here we go. Refs. and I don't have it there. I thought I did. Shared links. Let's do the shared. Oh, here we go. Oh, go to message. Here we go. I found it. I found it. So it's a rather straightforward collar. It's got studs as well, but for now we're going to put this in. We're going to actually that'd be darker. I think there we go. Value a bit too dark. There we go. Maybe a bit of light just on the edge, just because it's some lighting's coming down from below, from above. Maybe it's rim there, bit of reflection, blue there, down there. There we go. And then we add his little studs. I think the studs a bit too bright there. There we go. There we go. Even though it's a draft, we can work with that. We can work with that. So it's good. Let's have a look. Oh, actually, there's also earring studs as well. I think I should probably put those in too, because that'd be a good thing. Let me see. Let me bring that back again. Let me just check the references here. Eat my hair here. Yum 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 yum. Okay. This is why having long hair is bad. You keep putting your hair in your mouth like this. Okay, so I see what's going on here. Right. So the earrings. There's also earrings. Which I need to put in here. So I guess it'd be really tricky to put these in on here, but I can maybe mark them here. At least I know then they are there to put in. Otherwise, it's going to be bad if I, put one there, put one there. There we go. So it's like kind of visible, There we go. These will be red. There we go. I'll have a red, pinkish purple feel to it. There's a bit of fade going on as well, so I may have to, when I render these out, just give it a bit more of a good, like a nice feel to them. Yeah. There we go. It's a bit of a... There we go. We'll start there. There we go. Let's do that again. Let's send them again. Let's send that again. There we go. Yeah, everything is running like a slug's pace. I'm not sure what is going on here. Unbelievable. Okay, cool. So we'll save it. We'll save it here. Save the picture. We've got about 15 minutes to go, because I want to try and end the stream a bit earlier, because there's something wrong with my stream right now. I'm getting really terrible. My connection's dropping high and low. I might have to contact my ISP tomorrow and say, look, what is going on? Because I'm getting terrible rates here. Transmission rates, 18 kilobytes, 1800 kilobytes. Normally I get a fixed 2500. Perfect. Right now it's dropping up and down. I've lost a few frames already, and that's not good. And that usually means something is happening somewhere. Either my internet connection's poopy tonight, or something's going on. So I don't know what's going. Yeah, I can't answer what's happening. So curse that. But yeah, it's a shame. So I've sent them the picture. Good, all is well. Right, whilst that's done, I'm going to go back to the Digimon character. If I can find it. Where's that Digimon gone? Where did I save it? Where did I save it? That was in Stream Fun. Gulmon, there we go. Gulmon01. That's the one, I think. It is. Here it is. Woo. So this is kind of nearly finished as well. I think I was just messing around with the little bits and pieces rather than actual completion. So let me see. Once it's on, send me something. Why are they sending me? Why are they sending me? Wow, something is wrong. Something definitely wrong. I can't download 100. Cannot even download 100 kilobytes. 100 kilobyte file. What is going on? There we go. What is going on? Just telling them, like, it took 6 seconds to download a 100 kilobyte file. Something is definitely stinks. Something stinks. Something incredibly stinks in that. I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with that. I need to find out what's going on. Feels like I've been shortchanged by my ISP if they think they're going to get away with this. Let's continue on with that. Let's reduce the quality of the recording down to. There we go. Yeah, definitely going to let my ISP know that this blooming fools. I'll be checking in about what time is it now? 49. Yeah, in 10 minutes time I'm sadly going to have to stop it here because it's yeah, if it wasn't for that I probably would have gone a bit longer, but there's something definitely wrong with my connection. It's making horrible spikes right now. Yeah, hope. Guess I can do my finishing message as always. You know, thanks for hanging with me. You know, for this relatively short session. It was an hour and 30 minutes. That's feels like a 10-minute session, then an hourly session. I can't believe an hour's already gone, let alone an hour and 30 minutes. But yeah, it's been good. Need to, as I said before, I'm gonna try and do a longer session maybe tomorrow. See how that pans out. It all depends on the connection again. Normally this never happens, and it kind of makes me feel uneasy about streaming because obviously if I'm relying on the platforms to have a nice healthy stream and a healthy recording, you know, I don't want a recording that's kind of jittery, and I've got a feeling this session's going to be jittery when it's on YouTube. I'm not sure. Don't know if Samurai. I don't know if you're watching. Is the stream jumping, or is it all flaky, or is it all coming fine? Or I think you're the only person that's actually responded. So seems fine for you. Okay, great. like you should see the number, like the bar. Normally when you stream, you get like a green bar, a bar that indicates how much data. Oh, Gallon's fine as well. Great. Yeah, like for me, you get like a bar on OBS that tells you your rate, your upload rate, and I'm on fiber, so the minimum I should be getting is like 3,000, more than 3,000. But normally I cap mine to 2,500, which is more than enough upload data. And normally when I stream, it caps at 2,500 green. The status is green all the time, never drops. But today, it's like it's 42 kilobytes. It drops to 42 kilobytes just now. So it's in the red and orange right now. It's not in the green. It's constantly bouncing. It's constantly stable at 1,800, which is ridiculous. 1,800 kilobytes for an upload. You know, it's not good. So something is definitely causing the slowdown, and yeah, kind of kills the mood to like stream any further because at any point this could collapse, and obviously frames could get lost. That's the problem. Losing frames. That's when stream may just hang or something, or I'm not sure what actually happens when a stream loses a frame, or does it probably just freezes or something. But either way, it's not something you want happening when you're doing this kind of art streams. Games, you can probably, I guess it's the same thing with games as well. You don't want to be missing out on a really cool moment in a video game when someone's playing, only for it to like get caught in a buffer or something, or it skips that frame, the frame that you've been holding out for. The frame when the streamer just like shits themselves in fear, like, ooh, you missed that moment. Just left with the aftermath. Speaking of scary and stuff, I mean, so Thursday, obviously I'll be doing the Bioshock session. I mean, straight after that, there's a good chance of doing some VR chat. So I might be on VR chat as well. So looking for more of those horror worlds, or maybe just an occasional hangout, So yeah, we need to try and have a bit of fun with that. Have a bit of fun with some of those lovely little horror maps out there, or maybe puzzle maps. I know we've found a lot of puzzle. And most important of all, if it's not puzzle maps, if it's not horror maps and stuff like that, it's laser tag. Laser tag. That has to be the best exhilarating session I've ever had, which has been fantastic. And obviously I sucked at it, but I've got to get good at shooting people with a laser beam, with a laser gun. I'm sure Gallon, who's also listening, I'm sure will agree with me on that. Zapping people has never been so much fun. I think it supports desktop as well. 8 hour Uno. Oh no, 8. You really want to do it? If we do an 8 hour Uno session, I think I'll need like a large thermos of coffee. I think. Definitely can bring. I think Samurai definitely can bring Samurai into that, because I know Samurai wants to have a can of beer and his Uno cards laid out like that. Unorific. Got about 5 minutes left of this session. I think I'm done with this piece, to be honest. I mean, let me just make sure the pattern's all right, because normally on this piece, normally on the random Golemon, it's always the patterns that I always bugger up on. It's like, oh yeah, it's done, and then I realise that I've forgotten an important part of pattern of their body or something. And I think the tail doesn't. Does the tail have any markings? It does have a marking. It does have. I think the tail has a ring. I'm not sure. think it does. I've seen... Let me check here. Galmon. Galmon wrist stick, yeah. Yes, it does. It does have a little ring on its tail. Right, cool. So there is a ring. Cool. So... So yeah, 8 hours of Uno, that would be intense, I think, Galen. You probably will wreck someone's brain, especially when you drop a 4, pick up a 4, pick up 4, or pick up 2. It will never end. It's like a recursive nightmare. I don't think you can do more than 4 hours, to be honest. Yeah. I think I think 8 hours will be like if money was involved, you know, winning something. Would you a free donut, a free box of donuts, Krispy Kreme or whatever donuts sent to you for participating in such a session or commission. Get a commission off me. I don't know. It's easy. Sound right? It's very easy. It's so easy. It's like, but yeah. To be honest, we should play Among Us. Among Us is a great game. Or Murder. Murder's a great game as well. The Murder by 4, because we can then at least use communication to just decide who's the culprit, and I guess playing against the strengths of eluding the other other players, and to believe in you with charisma. I know some people find that game scary. It's not scary. It's a fantastic game, especially when you manage to get away with it. I think that's the best feeling, when you get away with murder. Fool your friends like it was me all along. I was the murderer all along. You know. Send that fear into your enemies. Like, yes, it was me. I did it. I killed everyone. I have to use a bit of warp tool here. I think warp tool. Oh, don't want to select that. There we go. I like warp tool. So it's pretty cool. As you can see there. Warp that bad boy in. There's also Monopoly. If you want to play Monopoly, Galen, Samurai, that's an easy game to play, isn't it? It's about money. Game about money. Owe people money for rent. Or does Guess Who? Fuck Monopoly. Clearly, that's a game that you're not good at. I sense that. I'm sensing you. That it's a game you're not good at. So I can probably, if I played you, I can probably beat you on it. You probably like just be in debt forever. I'll send the rabbit bailiffs around to break your single working snow leopard leg. The other one's already buggered. We don't want that one. We're going to break the working one. See, no more hopping for you. No more hopping along. Yeah, I love Monopoly. I used to have a very long games of Star Wars and Monopoly. Okay, there is a Monopoly world in VR chat. I've not tried it, so I don't know what it's about. It could be different. I'm not sure what kind of rule sets or buildings or structures it has, but it is there. The other one is Guess Who, which is a great game. Guess Who's a relatively short game, worth playing as well, because it's a bit fast. Actually, I'll tell you what game we could play, and I did see it in VR chat, and that's Battleships. Come on, you guys know Battleships now. Come on, Battleships was a great game. That game was also about skill as well, about positioning your ships in a certain order, a certain way, to prevent the opposition from finding out where they are. there is a bit of luck in it, but normally if you normally it's about marking suggesting the areas where you're likely to put your ships. So it's anticipating that guess. That your strategy. So there's so many ways to play that game. So yeah, it's great. Yeah, so Battleships is there. There is Phasmophobia. There's like a clone version of Phasmophobia. I've not actually tried it. Maybe it's worth doing on there. I'm not sure, but definitely need to do more horror exploring, more riddle puzzle rooms, or what's it called? Horror worlds. Exploration. There is also golf. The golf game that me and Gallon and a few others played now supports desktop, so desktop people can play it now. Obviously, it's not. It's fine. Don't get me wrong. It's great to play it, but the interaction versus VR is still, it's like night and day comparison. In terms of, you have to use your club to hit the ball, whereas on desktop it's just an arrow. You just look at an arrow, you set your strength, and you press left click, and it hits the ball in that direction. So you can still have fun. I mean, the whole point. I mean, aside from playing the game, it's the social aspect, isn't it? Hanging out with everyone, having a little laugh. Yeah. In this case, have a beer or a swig of wine or a cup of tea, or coffee like me, or diluted coffee. And yeah, having a jolly time. Hanging out with friends and just enjoying a game of golf. I mean, I think VR chat needs more kind of games, of course, but I think games which have a bit of trickery, which is obviously the murder games, is where where it's really at, isn't it? Because that's where you can really be funny and have a bit of fun. And actually, there's not Cluedo would be a good game to have on there, but Cluedo's more of a board game. I guess the Udon script that VR chat uses has to be looked into, I think, because that uses Udons for all these games and stuff. So I assume it's all scripted based on those sort of things. Interesting. Something to look into, I think. Udon scripts. Make your own little VR chat games. Have you looked at Udon scripts, Gallon? Have you? Because I know you've kind of peeked at Unity stuff. I'm not sure if Udon has been. If that's yeah, that's what we use for interactions. I get you. Okay. Interesting. Definitely have to check that out. Is there a similarity of what kind of code it's written? Is it like written in C, C++, maybe Java? Or what kind of flavor of code is it written in? C#. Okay, that's not so bad. I've done C# way back, so I guess looking at it, I probably will recognize it. Or node based. Okay. Oh, node based. Is it like is it like when you click on a node and it opens up a code window? So what's that node do? That sort of thing, yeah. Is that right? Like kind of like Visual Basic, where if you have a form button, you double click on the form button, it brings up the form button's classes. Let's just say it's terrible with the node base. I can imagine. So it's probably best to just write out and code it and make calls to the relevant nodes and stuff via code only. Okay. I'll have to see. Because I remember when I first had, because I remember when I think I mentioned this to you, or I think I mentioned to DT as well, when I tried Unity for the first time. I don't know, because obviously I came from a background of doing proper code, like, so when you learn the game loop, you learn how to make initializations of all your assets and sprites, and then when the game's running, you have the game loop and play the game through the game loop, and then when you're finished playing the game, you call on a destructor, deconstruct everything to free up the memory and stuff. The all the from the code where you got to set the display set the update function. So everything, when you've done everything, make a call to the update function, which updates the screen. All these little things, you know what I mean? So so Unity doesn't have anything like that. Unity is just basically like, you just look at it, it's like, what is this? What is this? And my phone's buzzing. Yeah, it's just yeah, I don't know what was going on. Broke my mind. It broke my brain, and it made me frustrated. It made me more frustrated because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on, like how it all works, and it had a play button. So when you play it, it's like kind of like Flash. So yeah. Whew. Does this mean I have to maybe start learning Unity and make something, say, make a silly kind of thing in it? I think bumper cars might be a good idea to make. Bumper cars, just go around bumping into other people. Bump, 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 boom, 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 boom. But I think bumper cars would have to have a size issue as well, a sizing fix. You know, certain people of a certain height can sit in the cars. Katie Cat, hello. Hope you don't mind if I chill here and work and lurk. No, that's fine. That's fine. No, you can work and lurk. So, unfortunately, I've got a few minutes left to go. I've been streaming. How long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. How long have I been streaming for? Yeah, I've been streaming for 1 hour 48 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to be ending fairly soon. Well, I'm going to end in about 10 minutes time, because my connection's acting a bit funny today, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would happily stream a lot longer, a bit more than this. Yeah. Oh yeah, my little potatoes. The potatoes cover everything. The potato. I'm planning to make that potato as a VTube character. Oh, spinning, rotating 3D potato. Eventually. Then you'll never see my face again. It'll just be that a floating potato talking about things, mysteriously painting things, and that's it. That's fine. How long you plan? Oh, okay, cool. By the way, have you seen Lisa stream as of late? Because I've not seen her stream. Maybe I've missed her stream sessions. I'm not sure. I was hoping, because normally around before I start streaming, I normally check if she's on, and she hasn't been on for a while. So I was like, that's odd. That's odd. I guess I've become one of those people. She was on this morning, but I'm thinking, oh, okay. Yeah, I've become one of those people that, I check people who are streaming and say, oh, how come they're not streaming today? Something's up. Something's not right. Okay, well, I'm glad to know she's. It's all good. But technical difficulties, yeah, I'm suffering from a really annoying technical difficulty of an ISP issue. My upload rate is bouncing very badly right now. I'm losing frames as well. I've lost about 45.4% of frames during my stream, so that's not good. Yeah, you get into a cycle at some point of my AM stream, and this person goes live at PM. Yeah, oh yeah. I can only do it in the evening. I would love to do streams in the morning, but curse work. Actually, I don't want to curse work. Work pays my bills. I can't curse them. I love them. I love work. Yeah, no. I mean, I've seen some people. They wake up really early to stream, really early, and I am a retweet. Retweet. Yeah, like they get up really early to stream. I can't. I'm glad there's people like that do that. I can't do that. If I was to do that, I would have to wake up around about at least 5 o'clock in the morning. Then stream maybe from 6 to 8 or 6 to 8:30, and then jump straight into work at 9. That would be crazy, but yeah. But then to continue that kind of pattern will be difficult, I think. I love my Euro friends. As soon as I can get their streams at 10. Wow, yeah, 10 p.m. Yeah. I understand that. Yeah, the time zone difference is always a problem. This is why I like watching recorded streams. So if I miss someone's stream, like for Lisa's one, um, if I've missed it, I tend to just skim through the past recording to see what I've missed. Yeah, no, it's understandable. Time zone's always going to be a problem these days for people, but yeah, you can't get away from it. I mean, I would much prefer to be in the US time zone because there's a lot of people that follow me or watch my stuff are usually in the States. Um, excuse me. Mind you, there are some people in the Euro side of things, but yeah, they tend to be busy sleeping or drinking or doing something else than watching me. But when they're playing Phasmophobia, which reminds me, I need to play Phasmophobia after this session. I want to play do something just to unwind a bit. This piece is nearly done. I'm just mooching around with it. I might do some more tweaks to it after maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Customers responded back to me in about one of the commission draft I was working on. They're happy with it, so I need to discuss with them on the pricing tomorrow, and then if that's all settled and done, I may be back tomorrow a bit earlier and start on that commission, get it painted, get it rendered out, and get that out of the way. And then I need to think of something else to paint next. Maybe another critter. More birds. I always like painting birds. Birds are great. Avians are one of the most fantastic creatures out there that you can study colour from, because they have so many variations of colour, and it's how I started off really painting, from observation. Birds. Something about birds which are very adorable. Because you get big cats and canines and whatnot. They all tend to have a really samey color patterns. Patterns can be learnt, stuff like that. But birds, there's so many types of birds out there, and there's some which look exotic than others, and it's just insane how their colors affect the environment, how the environment affects their colors. And yeah, it's a great way to understand how color works as well by birds. Birds is a great way. Yeah, birds. I think the macaw is a good example. Then you have the red-crested cardinal bird, and the blue jays. Blue jays are good as well. And toucans. Toucans are really fairly fun to paint because they've got the big beak. That's the majority of their form, and once you get that down, the rest just follows along. But yeah, birds. I think the most challenging piece I've done so far when it comes to the bird is the horned owl. Horned owls have so much detail in their feathers, and that was a struggle. That was one hell of a struggle when I did that bird. That took ages. It got to a point where I was just thinking, oh my god, I'm not going to finish this in time, because there's so much information on that bird, on the feathers and on his belly. You just had to go abstract. There's no way you can. I mean, you could do it if you have time, but boy, it really just makes you work hard. Oh. This jazz music is playing Happy Birthday. That's a bit of a weird. Is it Happy Birthday? Sorry, Merry. It is Happy Birthday. Sorry, my brain is just not here. Yeah, it is Happy Birthday. Sorry, I was just thinking singing a Christmas song or something. No, Happy Birthday. I was alright. So yeah, we was talking about VR chat. just a few moments ago before Katie arrived. Yeah, VR chat, fantastic, fantastic bit of kit to hang around and do games in VR. If you don't have VR, you can still hang out on desktop mode, but obviously the power, the true essence of VR chat is VR itself. And obviously nowadays everyone's on VR because you can see this seems to be a rise in VR users all over the world. Mostly people are using the Quest 2, which is what I've bought. Wanted to buy the wanted to buy myself the Quest, but the UK's been hit by the Brexit. Brexit has caused some problems with that, so rather than waiting anxiously for a proper headset, a PC VR headset, I went for the Quest 2 myself, and yeah, it's a pretty good device. I mean, if you're not fussed about Facebook and all that jibber jabber, it's perfect. It's a perfect device to have. I don't really post anything interesting on Facebook as much. Just post I'm streaming or post some artwork here and there, then just turn it off again. So found it a good bit of kit. I think the only thing I'm struggling with it right now is I think it's the hardware. I think it's a hardware thing. I just need a better CPU. Once I get a better CPU sorted, I think I may notice a increase in performance. Let me look at the reference again for this bad boy. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so it's a little goes on snout. Okay, there we go. Sort his teeth out as well. Oops, no. So I don't want to brighten up the teeth in its mouth because it just looks a bit weird. It's like, where's the light coming from for that tooth, the shiny tooth? That can't be right. There you go. Knock it back a bit. Add a bit of glow there under the chin. There we go. It's a bit too strong. I'll loosen it. Yeah, lighten up a bit. Lighten it just a tad bit. There we go. Maybe add a bit of a little. Well, actually, maybe strong. Maybe add a little stronger shadow at the base of the neck. There we go. There we go. That's much nicer. So it comes down that little part there under the neck. That's where the core shadow could remain. There's core shadow under this horn, but maybe it doesn't need to be. Maybe it's the sweet. I think my coffee's gone. My diluted coffee's gone a bit cold now. I think. No. It's a bit warm, but diluted. Right. So, what time is it? It's midnight 20. I've got 10 minutes left. I think I'll make use of that 10 minutes and just say, as always, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me for a bit. Even though it was a bit of a short session, but tomorrow I definitely will consider doing a longer session, or maybe just start a bit earlier and make sure I don't fart around with Picato. Yeah, like I said before, the reason why I started a bit late today was Picato was just not working for me. Something's up with that service. I'm not sure why it's not letting me stream to it, because normally what I do is I stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Picato. They're my 3 platforms that I enjoy showcasing what I do. And yeah, Picato just decided today it didn't want to connect. I'm not sure what's wrong with it, but I'm hoping tomorrow it's fixed, and yeah, I can then continue on providing my little show. Right. Okay. I think. Just looking at this again, making sure it's all tip for tap. Yeah. So these little horn things, I might redo them again. Because they look a bit too. It's static. But I probably would make them a bit more interesting. Make it a bit more interesting. Also, I just remembered that I need to pre-order System Shock 1, the remake. Let me just see. I think that's coming out in April. If it's coming in April, I might have to get it sooner. Also, I realised the offer for Half-Life Alyx ends today as well. I should probably purchase that, because it's supposed to be a really good VR game. Yeah, there's a lot of things running from mind in terms of do I want to get it or not. See, Steam, because that's a VR focused game. But the other option, yes, by Alex, yeah. See, part of me, see, Galen, I was thinking, right, maybe I should wait until Valve release this is me being stupid again. Wait until Valve release the next one up, next VR headset. Then obviously by then it'll be like it'll probably come with it again. It'll probably come with the game, no doubt. But that'll be a dumb idea. That'll be a really probably exactly. Yeah, so there's part of me thinking that way. If I wait for the new headset to come out, Valve will definitely probably include that with it, because it's their token game, right? It'll be their like hey, this is like this game, comes with it. But at the same time, it's 40% off. And that's pretty damn good. That's a pretty damn good selling item. Let me just check System, because the thing is, System Shock is more the game I'm interested in. There's no sale on it though. It's still on pre-order. It's only pre-order, but it comes with 2 games, which is you get the main game, the remake, of course. But then when the System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition comes out, you get that free with it. So so this company is also making an enhanced edition of System Shock 2, which obviously if you've watched my streams, I've already played it and completed it. So it'll be good to see an enhanced version of that. I'll be over the moon to see how well that looks. But in essence, you're getting 2 games for the price of 1. So there is that. Yeah, I don't know what to. I don't know. It's one of the sort of things. Yeah, it's a summer plan for summer 21. So yeah, it's. I mean, I should just back it for the Kickstarter. What's the Kickstarter say? February 20. You know what? I should probably check their Kickstarter page and see if I can probably support them via Kickstarter, and if that's still available, maybe have it through there. But yeah. Oh, the chest! I need to do that. You know what? I don't think I have time to do it for here. It's already gone. We've got 5 minutes left. Let me see if I can try and do the shape. Let me see if I can try and do the triangles and stuff. I just remember the belly. The belly pattern is important. Finally, oh, there it is. There. Cool. So make a new layer for that. Yeah. So the important part of the belly, part of the Guilmon is the pattern, and no one mentioned that. But yeah, Galen, you've played the Alex. You've played Alex, right? You've completed it, right? Or you just played partial of it. See, what I tend to look at, played for 1 hour. Okay, so see, what I tend to look for is does the cost does the cost of what it's worth equal to the hours you get from it? So that makes sense. Because what you don't want to do is spend a heap of money on a game and you only get what 2 hours worth of two to 3 hours worth. You want something that's really gonna like if it's like 6 hours worth, then I can probably say that's fine. Yeah, 5 hours. Okay, so 5 hours. Hmm, for $20, I think it's $20. Seems reasonable. I think that's a reasonable for what it is. And plus, it's Half Life. It's Half Life. It's not some any bum game, is it? We're talking about Half Life. I think I remember when Experience though the game design is purely for VR. Yeah, of course. Um, I remember when the Orange Box came out. I blindly bought it because I knew it's Half Life. You can't go wrong with Half Life and Half Life 2 and stuff like that. So the Orange Box was the only way to basically what Valve did was you had to buy Orange Box in order to play Episode 2 of Half Life. You couldn't get Episode 2 on its own. You had to buy this pack in order to play it. And the problem is it came with Half Life 1, Half Life Half Life, all the Half Life games. It came with all the Half Life games and Episode 1 as well, which didn't make sense. So even though you've already got Half Life 2 and Half Life Episode 1, you have to pay for a box set to get Episode 2. It didn't make it. Yeah, a lot of people weren't happy. A lot of people weren't happy with that concept, but Valve went and done that. Really, 15 hours gameplay. Really, who's what under? Well, hang on, wait a minute. What is that? Is that from one? What? Who's? What was that? Is that from a review or something, or is that from a comment or someone's made, or what? 15 hours is actually pretty damn good for $20. Google search. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that you know what that changes my perception greatly now by saying that. 15 hours of gameplay. Wow. Okay, that is interesting. Okay, I may just play it tomorrow. And it's because man, yeah. No. Oh, no, of course. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me. We're talking about Half Life here. We're talking about a Valve game. Valve games don't tend to be crappy. You know, they've always been spot on. You know, they always give you the experience of a game that's immersive. You know what I mean? I can't explain it. Like Half Life games always had this kind of sense of, you know, I can't explain it. It's like a journey. You know, it's something that when you play. It's a journey when you play. You're taken on that journey through the eyes of that player. So obviously, from someone like me, I played all the Half Life games. I played all the way to Episode 2, and all that. And then since then, I've been waiting for the next Half Life game, Episode 3. It never came to fruition. You know, it never came to pass. Instead, we got Portal. They gave us Portal, and then they gave us Portal 2, not Half Life 3 or anything like that. And then now we get Alex. So I guess it's not a sequel, but I guess it's something that I guess it provides some form of taste of what we could, you know. I guess it's good to return to that world and of City 7. Is it City 17? I think it's City 17 and all that. So yeah, I'm not denying it's it's a bad idea, but still a bad, like, if it's worthy or not. But 15 hours, I think that's reasonable. I think that's very good for $20. So yeah, I think tomorrow I'll make that purchase before I start streaming. I'll just grab it. At least it's in my Steam library. I'm too bad I'm too chicken to play shit. Oh, mate, you should play it. You should play the game. Don't be chickened out, man. Just get it. Just get the game. But no, I definitely will consider it then. I may just buy it off the whim. I'm not touching decomposing corpses in VR. Oh boy. Just remind yourself they're not real corpses. You know, this it's just 3D models. You know, 3D models like you tend to modify 3D models, don't you? Just think of them as 3D models with really good textures. That's the thing, isn't it? That's the you got to tell yourself that. You got to tell yourself that every time when you touch a corpse. It's a 3D model. It's a 3D model. It's a 3D model. Yeah. Itchy bit. So I think I should wrap it up here because I mean been streamed for 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is I think it's pretty good for now. The only reason I want to stop now is because it's midnight 30 here, and normally this is the kind of time I'd stop if I'm doing a normal stream. I'd stop around this time, so it gives me time just to relax a bit and hang out with people on Discord for a bit, and maybe jump on VR a bit just to hang out with some pods and just have a little chit chat, chin wag there as well before heading off to bed. You know, it's good to have a bit of relaxation. Yeah. I just want to say again, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been great. I'll be definitely will be back tomorrow to do some painting. I'll want to try and finish this one off. I might do it on stream, or might just do it outside the stream. Or I think I should probably do it on stream because it's a journey for this piece as well. So get it done. It's nearly done. It's just got to do that chest piece, and then I think we're pretty much there. And just spruce it up, add a bit of sprucing, little sparkles of goodness. But cool, yeah. Let's wrap it up here. 2 hours 14 minutes. That's pretty decent. Yeah. Thanks for joining me, guys and girls, and I'll be back tomorrow, as I said before. Until next time, keep watching the skies, and I'll be back next time. Okay, I'm jumping to Discord. See you guys later. Bye bye. Bye.